Hi, my name is Maine. It's been a while, hasn't it? We are less than a month away from the release of BT12 across time. BT12 is a highly anticipated set because there are so many decks to play. Red Hybrid, Gallantmon, Imperial Dramon, Hunters, Wargreymon, Shinegrainmon. Just about every color has something, unless you're green. But that's the problem. There are so many decks that it can seem like a lot. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go over some of the top decks in BT12, go over some of the key cards and interactions, and stuff that you might be able to pick up now. Starting with Hunters is the only brand new deck in Across Time. It's very similar to Crossheart, lots of draw power and searches, with a heavy reliance on tamer spam, and it really isn't one color. The deck is also interesting because it really has two top ends, Aristodramon Superior Mode and Quartzmon. Aristodramon Superior Mode is a very strong Digimon. It has 10,000 DP and it can evolve from a level 4 purple or a red or black level 4 with save in its text. Side note, almost all cards in Hunters mention, quote, save in text, end quote. That means if the word save is anywhere on the card, it counts. That means this counts, and this counts. Moving on, a 4-cost Evo seems pretty steep at first, and it is, but one key point about Hunters is that it is filled with tamers that reduce the Evo cost of your Digimon. Tiguru, Taiki, Yu, all of these cards reduce the cost of your Digimon by placing a Digimon from under the tamer under that Digimon. And they also all have effects that let you place cards underneath them at the start of your turn to do things like gain a memory or draw a card. So you're not just relying on the save mechanic. Superior Mode is an insanely strong card with a strong effect. When Digivolving, you can place an opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon at the bottom of one of their other Digimon or Tamers, and for every Digimon you have in play, you can increase this level by 1. It's basically just a better Bagramon effect. In fact, I speculate that it was supposed to be Bagramon's effect, but they nerfed it to make Black Wargreymon better. As I said before, this deck is super tamer heavy, with a few ways to cheat them out, namely Shoutmon King version, which lets you play a tamer from your hand, and Damemon, which lets you play a tamer from your deck. And this removal goes through almost all forms of protection. The secondary effect is very interesting as well. If this Digimon has 4 or more sources at the end of your turn, you may declare an attack without needing to suspend. This means you can attack an opponent with Aristodramon Superior Mode, and at the end of your turn, attack again. Very strong and very good for closing games. This also pairs very well with Clockmon, which gives your Digimon jamming, and the old Watchman who can give it the security attack +1. Aristodramon is also very scary because it can almost come out of nowhere. A lot of the rookies in this deck can be played for a cost of 2 after Digicrossing, and when you evolve into regular Aristodramon, it gains Rush. So you can swing with your Aristodramon with Rush, jamming, security attack +1, and then evolve into Superior Mode and swing again. That's 4 checks out of nowhere. That's only half of what makes Hunter so scary. Another card you'll need to look out for in BT12 is Quartzmon. Green finally got a level 7! And god damn it if it isn't one of the scariest level 7s in the game. It can evolve from a level 6 green, black, or white Digimon for a cost of 6, or any level 5 with save in its text for a cost of 9, which sounds like a steep cost. Digivolving, it suspends everything except itself, and then you gain 1 memory for every 2 cards that are suspended. This includes your own cards as well, so you want a big board when you play it. Also, while it's in play, none of your opponent's cards unsuspend at all. This completely shuts down most decks, and can freeze your opponent in place and ruin their life. When attacking, for every 5 suspended cards in play, trash the top card of your opponent's security. You really want about 4 tamers in play, so including this card, it's basically a free Gallantmon effect. But if your opponent has 5 suspended cards in play, that's 2 trashes. This effect is so strong, combined with its board freezing effect, it's become a staple in just about every green deck. This card also pairs very nicely with the new Astamon that's in this set, which when Digivolving lets you Warp Digivolve into it for a cost of 3. Between that and its memory gain effects, you're almost getting a free level 7 from a level 5. Ideal combo is to Digicross into something, say, Gumdramon, and then evolve into your Arresterdramon, tapping your Tamers to make that evolution free. Then you use your Clockmaker to give it Security Attack +1 and swing for 2 checks, hopefully with jamming. Then evolve into Arresterdramon Superior Mode and swing for 2 more checks, and then next turn, if you need to, evolve into Quartzmon to close the game. Hunters is also very powerful for how consistent it is. Gumdramon, Psychemon, Astamon, and Arresterdramon all have inheritables that let you draw a card when attacking, as well as you and Taiki, which at the start of your main phase, you can place a card underneath them to gain a memory and draw a card. As well as having Watchmaker and Clockmon, which are both really good search effects. All of these combined with the new mulligan rules we have, it is going to be very easy to find your pieces in this deck. Here's a basic deck list to go off of. I recommend trying this deck out now and learning it, and then once BT12 drops to customize it to your heart's content. I've seen lists that completely omit Quartzmon, or lists that completely focus on Quartzmon. It's really all up to the player. My name is Maine, and I'll see you guys next time.